afternoon, Dr. Raiford.
Our word for today is redundant. Can you repeat that after me? The word is
Redundant.
And a good example sentence of the word redundant being used is stating that the soccer player plays soccer is redundant. Okay, that would be a sample sentence using the word redundant. If you notice, I have a picture up top. It's a Pizza Hut sign, and in that Pizza Hut sign, it says, "We have pizza." That would be an example of redundant. Now, there are several synonyms for the word redundant. Unnecessary, not required, inessential, unessential, needless, unneeded, and uncalled for. And so I want you to think about these as you're watching the next video, and then we're going to come back together. I'm going to show you, play a short video, and then we're going to talk about what you think that word means for you, and what you think redundant is going to mean.
Due to a fire that killed 10 people in the Bronx last night during a fire.
Fire officials say all 10 people died due to the fire, which was too hot for their bodies.
10 people died in the Bronx last night due to a fire that killed 10 people in the Bronx last night during a fire.
Fire officials say all 10 people died due to the fire, which was too hot for their bodies.
Okay, let's take about 15 seconds talking with your group. What do you think redundant means? Repetitive.
Saying the same thing over.
Yeah, repeating stuff.
Okay, let's bring it back together. Who wants to share out? What do you think redundant means? Yes.
I think it means repetitive.
Repetitive. So is it okay to be repetitive? Like if someone is using the word like over and over again?
No.
Why not? Taffy, help me out.
Well, I think like if you explain what the word means already, why do you need to say it again?
Right, good. So one key thing about when you're redundant, it's not only that it's repetitive, but it's not needed. So for example, if we look back at the example I have here stating that the soccer player plays soccer, that is redundant because I already said that the person is a soccer player. We know with Pizza Hut that Pizza Hut is a business that sells pizza. They don't have to say we have pizza. Everyone knows that Pizza Hut is going to have that. I want you to take now, let's say a minute, and I want you to come up with your meaning that you have for redundant and write it in the box. And to help you memorize after your meaning, if you want to write the sentence that I have, you can go ahead and just put this same sentence. You have about 5 seconds remaining.
Kids feel.
Okay, I might have not mentioned this at the beginning, but where it says word on the bottom left-hand corner of the box, you're going to write the word redundant here. You're going to have lots of vocabulary words that you're going to learn throughout the semester. So you have to include the word so you'll know which word you're looking for. Okay, for the picture, I'm not a good drawer. Wait, before that, I like all of your meanings. A lot of you did a good job. Who wants to share out what you have for your definition, for your meaning for the word? Let's go with Erica.
I'll share out. A word, it means you're saying the same thing over again.
A word that means you're saying the same thing over again. That's a good start, but you're missing one key aspect of that word. Who knows what key aspect she's
Unnecessary.
missing? Sean.
I said redundant means to do or say things over again when you don't really need to.
Right, when you don't need to say it. So that's one thing that's key. It's not just repeating it, but you don't have to repeat it. So it doesn't change the meaning. If you're writing and you're being redundant when you're writing, you're saying something, repeating something that doesn't need to be said because it doesn't alter the meaning of your sentence. Let's take another minute. Let's say 2. You see my picture. I'm not a good drawer, so I copied and pasted the picture here for you so you can see it. But I want you to think about something that will help you remember what that word means. For me, this Pizza Hut sign stood out to me because the advertising that you have pizza, and we already know that, wasn't really necessary. So think about a word, a picture that's going to help you remember redundant. Just in case some of you are struggling, I will draw something over mine. Say I had this teacher, okay? You can draw good, but it doesn't have to be really elaborate, like even if it's just like a stick figure character. And so my teacher, let's call her Miss Williams, used to repeat things over and over again. So I can just draw this picture of Miss Williams, and when I see this, I'm going to think about Miss Williams because I know she was redundant. She was someone that repeated things over and over again. So even if it's someone you know, if it's your mother, grandparents, or someone like that, you can include a picture of someone you know who is redundant.
I choose with me because only one of you is necessary.
And what did you draw? You going to a car wash?
I drew someone washing their car and then putting their car in the car wash.
No.
Yep.
Still is so fun. You'd be sued if you lived in
Space shuttle
California.
named Space Shuttle.
What'd you say?
A space shuttle named Space Shuttle.
You guys did that so easily.
Okay, so if you haven't finished now yet, I'm going to give you some time to think about that. We're going to move on to our second word for the day. So